the studio recording. One thing which I think that there's so many ways to record an instrument, there's so many ways to record a drum kit. And I could probably sit here and talk for an hour about miking techniques and concepts. But at the end of the day, in terms of giving advice, I think the most important thing is the playing. And it's knowing what to play in order to get the best sound. And there's one thing I'm going to say. One thing I figured out very early when I would do a take and then I'd go back and listen. I realized that in some of my tom fills, I was playing the bass drum. But the problem is, it may be fine from a timekeeping point of view, but sonically, it doesn't work because you've got a low frequency from the kick drum and you've got the low frequencies from the tom-toms. It ends up, in a way, almost cancelling out and making the whole kit sound smaller, and making the track sound smaller. So what I started to do was actually stop playing, except for the fill. But the fill has to carry the groove. The groove must never stop. So, and once I figured that out, I use that a lot. I notice a lot of drummers will play and they'll play the bass drum underneath, like. Now, that's okay, but from a sonic point of view, the bass drum and the tom-tom hitting at the same time is actually going to make it sound smaller. So this is what I would do. That way, that leaves a lot of air and a lot of space to reproduce the sound of these drums, but without breaking the groove. It's a little tip, but it's something I found very, very useful. And this goes with a lot of things. In order to get the right sound, it's not just the tuning, it's the way you approach it, the level that you play out. Playing a little bit quieter will pull more tone out of the drum. Groove-wise, if you're having trouble with the groove, if you lighten up a little bit, the groove will start to happen. So there's all these little studio tricks to do. They're not really tricks, it's just a concept. That's all it is, really. So that's a little concept to start with.